Brian Crombie here. I'm a candidate for mayor of Mississauga in the election that's happening on June the 10th. I'm here at U of T, University of Toronto, Mississauga, where there's another mayoralty debate that I and numerous other candidates were excluded from. And there's a couple of problems with this. Number one, I think it's really a question about the democracy that we're creating. And I've been walking around this campus just for the last couple of minutes, and there's numerous different comments about getting involved and participation and giving kids a voice, giving students a voice, opportunities for people to get involved from different countries. It seems like we talk a lot about getting people involved, but we don't actually do it. We exclude them. There's gatekeepers. You've heard a lot about gatekeepers in the last little while. The guy that is the organizer of this debate is a liberal activist supporting one of the candidates. This isn't a fair debate. This is a partisan political event where they're restricting who can come. And they used a criteria that is really questionable. What they did is they used a criteria that is based on a poll that didn't even include my name and several other names in it. This past weekend, the New York Times had a really interesting article that said if RFK was included in the poll versus excluded in the poll, there was a 10-point difference in what he got. So in other words, if they asked people in the United States if they were going to vote for Biden or Trump or Kennedy, he would get 10 points higher than if they asked if they would vote for Trump, Biden, or someone else. And then if they said someone else, they would then ask who they might be voting for. 10-point difference in the result. This Main Street poll that they're talking about was done exactly that way. It's not an accurate poll, and yet that's what this group based their procedure on. This is a student organization, supposedly, with a guy that's in his 60s that is the organizer that's been a Liberal Party activist since the 1980s. This is a partisan political event that should be declared as such rather than a fair debate. He doesn't even live in Mississauga. He's from Toronto. I just think it's wrong what we're doing to exclude people, and not just me. You know what? Here we are at UTM. There are some young people, a 19-year-old Muslim gal that's one of the most articulate people I've ever met, a 30-year-old alternative musician that's incredibly passionate about biking and music and culture and arts and trees. And he's excluded. Why would the University of Toronto Mississauga students exclude two incredibly powerful young people from giving their chance to speak about what they think about Mississauga? So you know why you get the same old, same old? It's because the gatekeepers refuse to allow anyone other than the incumbents to have a voice. We give it a good talk. You know what? A couple of weeks ago, there were signs up all over Mississauga saying, get nominated, register for the campaign, register to become mayor, register to become Ward 5 councillor. And then after nominations close, we've done everything possible we can as a city, as a populace, to restrict the ability for anyone other than the chosen few incumbents to get elected. This is wrong. And someone's got to stand up for it at some point in time. Thanks.